There's a moment in every woman's life, especially when you're over your 40s, when she realized something powerful. I'm still living inside the heartbreak I survived. Not actively, not consciously, not dramatically, but quietly. It's the decisions she makes. It's the partners she chooses. It's the boundaries she avoids. It's the expectations she lowers. It's the tenderness she suppresses. It's in the way her body tenses at love. Today inside Feminine Spaces, we're not just talking about heartbreak. We're talking about rewriting the story you've been telling yourself about love and rewriting the story of who you became because of that heartbreak. Because that's the truth, isn't it? Heartbreak doesn't only change your love life, it changes your identity. But here's the beauty. You can choose to rewrite that same version of who you are today, just as deliberately as you once survived who you were back then. Hello, my darling. I'm Vanessa, and welcome to Feminine Spaces. Here, women 40 plus reclaim their feminine power through relationship wisdom, self-mastery, and conscious living, always through a feminine lens. Now, take a deep breath with me. You belong here. Let's dive in. Have you ever thought about what do we carry after? The silent afterlife of heartbreak. Have you thought about it? Heartbreak has an afterlife. It leaves fingerprints on a woman's heart that lingers long after that relationship ends. For women in their 40s and 50s, especially, they often tell me, I am so sick of this. But their bodies say something completely different. Their bodies say, have you thought about it? When you fall into your own body, I'm afraid to trust my own feelings. I'm afraid to be disappointed again. I'm afraid to choose wrong again. I'm afraid that loving someone will cost me too much. This is not weakness. This is emotional imprint. Psychology calls this implicit memory, where the body remembers what your mind has tried to forget. Girl, it is working overtime sometimes. And spiritually, it is an energetic residue. The vibration of loss, betrayal, abandonment, or disconnection still lingering in your emotional field. But here's where this becomes empowering. What lives in your body can also be released and rewritten. Women think they need to get over the past, get over it fast, get under another one in order to get over that past one. No, my love. You need to transform what the past made you believe about yourself. So what is the first step? Ask yourself, what does past heartbreak really do to you as a woman? Think about it. Heartbreak doesn't end when the relationship ends. It ends when you stop living as the version of yourself created during the heartbreak. You know this version of you. We all have. We've been in a couple of relationships. Come on, we're adults. We're adulting. It's when she lowered her voice, when she lowers her needs, when she lowered her expectations, when she learned to self-protect instead of receive. She learned to pour more back into than ever into herself. And she learned to love from fear instead of softness. But here's what most women miss. The woman you became to survive heartbreak is not the woman you need to be to create a healthy relationship. Every time you silence your needs, you're acting as the woman who feared losing someone. Every time you overperform in relationships, you're acting as the woman who tried to earn love. Every time you avoid intimacy, you're acting as the woman who was once unsafe in intimacy. This is why letting go feels so impossible. You're not just releasing the person, you're releasing a version of yourself. Girl, that requires self-honesty, self-compassion, and self-reconstruction. This is where your improvement journey begins. Why is that? How do we go about doing that? Let's talk about it. Let's talk about the psychology of letting go and why it feels so freaking hard. Letting go is not a thought. It's not an affirmation. It's not a journal entry. Letting go is in the nervous system. Letting go is a nervous system recalibration. Your brain attaches to emotional patterns, not people. Do you know what kind of patterns? Have you figured out your patterns? Okay, so it's patterns like, this is what love feels like. This is what I have to do to keep love. This is how much I am allowed to receive. This is what I should expect. This is why heartbreak lingers, because the patterns never changed. But here's the empowering truth. Patterns don't dissolve through willpower. They dissolve through repetition, emotional safety, and new embodied experiences. This is what women get wrong. You don't think your way into healing. You behave your way into healing. This is part of being accountable and responsible to yourself. So you gently retrain your body to recognize love as safe, soft, and reciprocal. And this is how you begin rewriting your story. Now, y'all know I love me a little bit of woo-woo, a little bit of hocus pocus, a little bit of magic. So let's incorporate it, as one does in feminine spaces. The spiritual alchemy turning loss into power. Heartbreak has always been a feminine initiation. It humbles you. It strips you. It confronts you with your shadows. That's right, girl. It exposes who you became when someone mishandled your heart. It reveals where you've been abandoning yourself. Ouch. It also gives you a rare doorway, one that only opens when you have loved deeply. That doorway back to yourself. It's spiritual work, darling. Heartbreak is known as the crack where the soul enters, where the facade falls away, where the mask dissolves. When you stop performing and start listening. This is where your new love story begins. It's internal. Let's fix it. How a woman improves herself after heartbreak. The real work, girl. This is where it comes in. It's you with you. It's self-mastery. This is the part no one ever teaches us growing up. Did they teach you? Because my mom didn't. This is the part where most women skip. This is why patterns repeat. And my mother didn't know either. So it's not like I'm talking anything bad about our previous generation, right? Because here's the truth. You do not improve yourself to attract love. You improve yourself to recognize what love actually feels like and to stop settling for anything less. Women improve themselves after heartbreak in five core ways. First one, she rebuilds her self-trust. Heartbreak makes a woman doubt her intuition. So to repair this, she must reconnect with her inner signals. So it's by making the promises to yourself and fulfilling them. She practices making small decisions quickly. She honors her no and doesn't negotiate it. She listens to the discomfort in her body instead of overriding it. It builds emotional accuracy, and emotional accuracy produces healthier relationships. 2, she strengthens her boundaries, not walls, but as gateways. Women think boundaries push people away. In reality, boundaries create safety, which also allows intimacy. A healed woman doesn't explain her boundaries. She doesn't negotiate them. She doesn't apologize for them. She doesn't, She just simply holds them calmly, consistently, lovingly. That's a boundary. What do you want? How do you express yourself? How do you honor yourself? 3, she learns the difference between chemistry and compatibility. My goodness, I've had thousands of conversations on this with women. Chemistry is your trauma speaking. Compatibility is your wholeness speaking. Chemistry feels electricity. It's so sexy. It's so hot. Compatibility feels peaceful. In midlife, you begin choosing people who feel like home, not adrenaline. 4, she upgrades her self-worth with evidence, not affirmations. Affirmations are beautiful, but self-worth grows by keeping promises to yourself. Mine is that I have a 10-minute exercise routine that I do every day. I meditate for 15 minutes every day, and I pull a tarot card every day, 365. So going to bed on time, moving your body, speaking truthfully, treat yourself like the woman you respect. Little by little, you become a woman who expects more from love because she expects more from herself. She softens again, but from strength, not naivety. Healing requires softness, not the softness of a girl, but the softness of the woman who knows she can survive anything. She lets herself receive. She lets herself be adored. She lets love be gentle instead of dramatic. We're not here for telenovelas, baby. Softness is not weakness. It's your power source. Do you want to know how to create something new, put you in the direction of where you want to go? Okay, here is the practical rewrite, how to actually create your new love story. This is where it becomes tangible. This is where women stop being the character and become the author. A new love story is not creating a wanting love. It's created by preparing your emotional home to hold love. Here's how a woman rewrites her story. She stops treating dating like a battlefield and starts treating it like a mirror. Every person she meets reveals something about her. Emotional patterns. I said it. Instead of trying to impress, she observes. Do I feel relaxed around him? Do I feel myself? Do I feel consistent? Is his energy safe? Does my nervous system settle in his presence? She stopped asking, does he like me? And begins asking, do I feel like the best version of myself with him? She stops choosing potential and starts choosing presence because we're grown. She stops confusing effort with devotion. She stops rewarding emotional inconsistencies with more emotional labor. She becomes a woman who is not afraid to walk away because she trusts herself to choose again. And the universe responds to this energy instantly. My love, rewriting your love story is not about replacing someone. It's about replacing the meaning you gave to the heartbreak. You cannot change the past. You can change the woman you became because of it. So let this be the week you reclaim your tenderness, your intuition, your boundaries, your sense of worth, your openness to love. Because you were never broken. You were becoming. And now, finally, you are ready to write the story from a healed, whole, magnificent heart. Thank you, my darling, for spending this sacred time with me. If this video stirred something in your spirit, let it be more than an inspiration. Let it be a gentle invitation back to yourself. Now, you make sure you subscribe now and share this with every single woman you know, because you know we all need it. And leave a comment below, because I love hearing from you. Tell me how you applied it, how it worked for you, or share an experience. I love building a community. And remember, you're not too late, you're not too much, and you're never too far gone. Here in Feminine Spaces, we rise with beauty, truth, and grace together. Because when a woman is in her feminine essence, she is undeniable. Until next time, stay soft, stay rooted, stay sovereign.